Hi, I am Pawan Kumar, currently pursuing my Bachelor of Engineering in CMR Institute of Technology, and I am doing internship in MXZ Information Technology PVT Ltd. We have done a project on automated washing machine simulator using a PIC 16F8777A. Introduction to the project. Washing machines are the devices which are used for the cleaning of clothes without a person rubbing or scrubbing by beating the clothes by oneself and getting dirty. Washing machines have an important place in a modern society. Without one, we cannot imagine ourselves how to survive without this. Washing machines are used to reduce the human labor and save time. Nowadays, we can use various kinds of washing machines, especially the fully automatic ones, and they are the front runners in a soul. Customers want to have fully automatic machines instead of an automatics. We built a simple washing machine spin timer using a microcontroller PIC 16F8777A. Microcontroller and microprocessor are used to control various electronic devices such as cellular phones, laptops, and controlling systems, etc. Microcontrollers and microprocessor are used to perform a repetitive operation the same way, the time after time. They are cheap to produce and all their components are in the same package. They were very rarely fail in operations. Introduction to the microcontroller. What is microcontroller? An integrated circuit which is capable of being programmed to perform a specific task. The design normally has a restrictions on its memory size, in IO capabilities, peripheral functions, etc. Microprocessor versus microcontroller. Microprocessor are all separate components, like CPU is a separate one, and we need an external RAM and ROM to be connected to the microprocessor. And in microcontrollers, all components in a single chip. The ROM, CPU, everything in a single chip is integrated. Microprocessor are more flexible. It can operate it can be used for multitasking processing, multitasking programs. Whereas microcontrollers are less flexible. It is designed to do specific task. Microprocessors are more design complexity, whereas microcontrollers are less design complexities. Choosing a microcontroller. Choosing a microcontroller is based on applications. Based on application means we can choose a different microcontrollers to the different applications. Like when it comes to the washing machines, we choose a PIC microcontroller or a R microcontroller. When it goes to the CV application, we go with the Raspberry Pi, etc. And we choose a microcontroller on performance, price, availability of tools, special capabilities. Introduction to the embedded system. What is embedded system? Any combination of an hardware and software which is intended to do a specific task can be called as an embedded system. The variety of examples are rover, missile, and it is used in army, mobile phone, refrigerators, washing machine, micro oven, etc. Categories of embedded systems: standalone embedded system, real-time embedded systems, and network embedded systems, mobile embedded systems, hybrid embedded systems. Standalone embedded systems have two types: semi-automated washing machine, and independent embedded systems like a Google car. Real-time embedded systems which takes input from a real world and process it in a real time and to do a specific task in a real time. Like example, airbag system, pacemakers, missiles. Network embedded systems are used in a router, home security systems. Where mobile embedded systems means which is a portable, like a Google car, which is portable comes in a mobile embedded systems. Hybrid embedded systems are a robot. Components of embedded systems. Components of an embedded system. It is a generalized block diagram of an embedded system. Auxiliary system power cooling, which is used for powering all the peripherals of a microcontroller. Where sensor is which is used to convert a physical one form of energy into an electrical signals. It can be Analog are there are different types of sensors: analog sensor and digital sensors. If it is an analog sensor, we need an analog to digital converter (ADC) is used to convert to digital, and a microcontroller will receive the uh, inputs and to process the data, and it gives us commands to the to control the to give a particular output. And a DAC is used to connect to the actuators. Where DAC is a digital to analog converter. Actuators is an as a moving parts, which is an application of a project. Next, memory. There are different types of memory: EEPROM, 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 where memory is used to store the code and the data. Next, FPGA, field programmable gate array, is used are particularly useful for prototyping applications, specific integrated circuits or processors. Next, human interfaces. Human interfaces are example like a keyboard, touch screen, or connected to the microcontroller. Software. Software can be defined as a specialized programming tools in embedded devices that facilitate the functioning of the machines. Requirements: reliability, cost effectiveness, low power consumption, efficient use of processing power, efficient usage of memory. Real-time aspects. Hard real-time should meet its deadline, life critical applications. Firm real-time, similar to the hard real-time properties. Soft real-time can have tolerance in meeting its deadline. Hard real-times are used in like a airbags, and it should be in a real-time. There shouldn't be a delay. And soft real-time can be used in a coffee vending machine. Software used are MPLab, XID, XC8 compiler, XIMLab. In this automated washing machine simulator, we use these three softwares to do the project. PIC60 F8877A PIC board from Microchip. In this internship, we use microcontroller called PIC16F877A. It's a size of 8-bit, then it consists of 5 ports, namely as a port A, port B, port C, port D, port E. Port A consists of 6-bit, it's analog pins, and port B has a 8-bit, it's a bidirectional ports. It can be used for either input or output. Next, the port C is a digital pins used for serial communications, like you want the P I2C you can for use for communication transmitting the data. And port D are all digital pins, and port 3 are 3-bit pins. This is the PIC16Lab board or board we used, and it consists of LEDs. It consists of LEDs, digital keypads, interrupt, time clock, and the CLCD, matrix keypad, and analog inputs. LED. LED stands for a light emitting diode. Simple device used in most of the embedded applications as a feedback. It works just like a diode. Just it have two junctions like P and N. When it is and a low energy consumption, longer life, smaller size, faster switching make it usable in a wide applications of fields like embedded fields. Example: home lighting, remote controllers, surveillance, display, and many more, etc. LED is an external device connected to a microcontroller port. A port is an interface between the controller and external peripheral. Based on the controller architecture, you will have an n number of ports. From the schematic, we know the LEDs are connected to the port B and port D. Port is a peripheral. We need to know how to access the address. There is an information available will be available on the datasheet, and in this project we used port B, and in this PIC16Lab board we have a LEDs connected to the port B and port D under the data memory sections. From the section port B, it's clear there is one more register called it is named TRISB. TRISB is used to control the direction of the data. The TRISB register is very important for IO configuration. The value put is in the register would be decide pin direction as shown below. When the TRISB register is loaded with 1, the resistor port will act as an input. It will accept the input. Next, when the TRISC loaded as a 0, the register port register will act like as an output. This is some examples. This is a where there are two types of interfaces with the LED circuit. Which side will work? In part A, it will when the LED is connected, the negative terminal is connected to the VDD supply and positive terminal is connected to the ground. When switch is pressed, VDD will go to the reverse and negative terminal and it will act as a reverse biased. When in a part B, where positive terminal is connected to the switch VDD and the negative terminal is connected to the ground. When switch is pressed, VDD will flow into the positive terminal and it will work as a reverse forward bias and the LED will turn on. So part B will work. This is a circuit of an RB0 and RBD, port B and port D in a fixing lab board. Tactile switch. Considering the below design, which will be the input of what will be the output of the input of the controller in the switch is pressed. This is a controller. When the switch is pressed, the automatically when it is connected to the ground, so input will be the 0. Tactile switch. This is solve the problem which may arise in the design mentioned previously. Yes, when VDD is connected, but it is directly connected to the controller. When the switch is pressed, it will directly go to the VDD is connected to the ground. It will remain as a short circuit and it will damage the microcontroller. To avoid this, we add a resistor in between VDD and controller. Now this will solve the which may arise in the problem we mentioned in this previous slide, and we call this circuit as a pull-up circuit. When the switch is pressed, the VDD will connect to the ground. VDD will not connect. VDD will not flow. The controller will connect to the ground, and the input will be 0. When the switch is opened, the VDD will flow through the controller. What would be called as a pull-up circuit or pull-up interface. There is no potential problem in this because we added a resistor over there. What would we call this design? This design is known as a pull-down interface, where when the switch is open, the microcontroller will have an input 0 because they are directly connected to the ground. And when switch is pressed, the VDD will flow into the controller. To when VDD switch is closed, the VDD whole current will flow through the microcontroller, which may damage the microcontroller. So we have a register R2 and we have another register R1. Whenever we use pull down circuit, R2 should be greater than 10 times greater than R1. Sorry, R1 should be greater than R2. Tactile switch bouncing effects. When a switch is pressed, we get this kind of a waveform because of a contact bounce period and the switch pressed and the contact bounce period and switch released. This is a tactile switch bouncing effects. It's a metal plate we can see here over on the terminal. When the switch is pressed, the metal plate will connect to the terminals and it will bounce again, disconnect and disconnect, this may creating the tension and it will generate this kind of waveform. And we can use this in a edge triggering or level triggering. When we use it as a edge triggering, it can be only one time. It can be on and off. When it is level triggering, it can be used for continuously. Interrupts basic concepts. An interrupt is a communication process set up in a microprocessor or microcontroller in which an internal or external device requests MPU to stop the processing. Interrupts can be divided as an interrupt is when an interrupt is occurred, the processor will be halt. The MPU acknowledges the request, attends to the request. When an interrupt is occurred, the processor will halt and the processor will go to the ISR and it will attend the request and goes back to the processing where it was imported in interrupt and polling. Interrupts classifications. Interrupts classification. Interrupts, hardware interrupt and software interrupt. In hardware interrupt, there are two types: non-maskable and maskable. Where maskable interrupts are external and internal. Those maskable interrupts can be disabled or ignored by the instructions of a CPU, whereas a non-maskable interrupts cannot be and cannot be disabled or ignored by the CPU. This is a small difference between a non-maskable and maskable. Interrupts handling. So where superlap is in our main program and interrupt handler is our interrupt. When interrupt is occurred, the present instruction is executed and the next instruction is stored in a program counter, and the ISR will load to the move to the interrupt handler. After executing the interrupt, and it will come to the main program by using the program counter address, which is stored in previously stored in program counter address, and will come to the next instruction, and it will execute the next remaining program. Service routine, ISIR, interrupt service routine, similar to the subroutine. Attends to the request of an interrupt source, clears the interrupt flag, should save the register content that may affect the code in the ISR. When the interrupt occurs, the main program will have executed some data, so the data should not be lost. So we should store in some particular registers to save the data. Must be terminated with the instruction RTFA. When interrupt occurs, the MPU completes the instructions being executed. Which means it will execute the present execution of the present instruction. Disable the global interrupt enable. It will disable the global interrupt GIE. Places the address from the program counter and the stack. Return from the interrupt. CLCD, where CLC stands for a character liquid crystal display. In PixSimLab, there are two types of a display: 16x2 display, 16x4 display. It displays the ASCII character and some special characters. It is the most commonly used display. Two types of communication modes. It have 4-bit and 8-bit mode. Where in 8-bit mode we use D0 to D7 pins. Where in 4-bit mode we use D0 to D3 pins. Timers introduction. Resolution, tick, quantum, scaling, modes, counter, PWM, pulse generator, PWR, PP measurements. The resolution is a register width of number of bits. Register width is 8 bits. Where tick, up count and down count. Where tick can be since we have a 8-bit microcontroller, tick is a 8-bit microcontroller. We use it 0 to 255, which means 256 ticks are generated. We can use up count or down count the ticks. Quantum is a system clock settings. Scaling are there are two types: pre-scaling and post-scaling. Timers modes are timer 0 and there are three modes. Counter and counter will act as a counting program. Next, PWM or pulse generators will be used, PPM measurements, etc. Timer is an important application in an embedded system, which is a default peripheral which maintains the timing of an operation in a synchronization with the system clock or an external clock. It has many applications such as measuring time and generating delay, etc. Next, a timer or a counter is a software designed to count the time intervals between the events. Tick is referred to the change from one number to the another number. It may count or down count. Quantum depends on the system clock settings measure of time which is responsible of a tick. Scaling may be pre-scalar or post-scalar. It may be 1:8, 1:8, etc. Most of timer or a counter, PWM, etc. Let's go into the. This is an MPLAB XID 5.35 version. We can create a new project by going to the new project, and we can do several steps. Since I've already created the project, I'll go directly show the project. We have two files: header files and source files, where we save the C files in a .c files in a source file, .h files in a header files. Let's build the project. Program is complete successfully built and it is loading also completed. Then we can go to Pixing Lab. If you don't know where the project is saved, we can go use this address where the it has been showed. Pawan Kumar MP Lab X distinction default production, where this is the where our project is saved. Pixim Lab Pic Genius with the Pic 16F87AA. This is a board which is used for simulation. You can load a file using LoadX and the MP Lab Production X open. Program is loaded successfully. And we press a key file to power on the washing machine. The key file is a RP4. So click on powering on a washing machine. It will take us 2 or 3 seconds to turn on. There are different washing programs we are given, like some examples like Samsung, LG. We have different options like daily. To navigate through washing program, we need to click K4 or RB3. Like there are options heavy, delicates, whites, stain wash, eco cottons, woolens, bed sheets, rinse and dry, dry only, wash only, aqua wash, daily. And if you want to select an washing program, let's long press the K4 or RB3. When we press long press, we will come to the water level, where we can select a water level low, auto, medium. And to navigate to this also, we need to press key for itself, and low, medium, high, max, auto. We can select one option by long pressing the key4 or RB3. Press switch 5 to start and switch 6 to stop. Where this is a switch 6 and this is switch. Let's start the program. Program delegates. Time is started. Functioning we can display is wash now. Time is running. And to 5 to start and 6 to pause. There when 6 is pause, we can see that washing machine is stopped and timer also stopped. And to start, we need to again press 5. Again it has been pressed. When the door is opened, if we halt the machine, halt the process and stop the machine, we can see fan is also not running and buzzer will be on. You can see function, it will spinning. Once the program is completed, there we can remove our cloths and we will come back to the washing program and we can navigate and we can do the same repeated things whenever we want.